Hi, thanks for checking in. Today, as you can see from the listing above, we're going to talk a little bit about dual intent. Dual intent is a concept that you'll hear immigration attorneys talk about, and if at times you enter the border and you have some issues, you may hear dual intent, which could be a problem. So dual intent basically is that you can't enter the country as a non-immigrant, so coming in as a visitor on a visa waiver or a B1, B2 visa, or even a student visa, and have the intent to stay. So that a prime example of this is you come in as a student and the guy at the border says, so how long do you want to stay for? And instead of saying, well, 2 years, my degree is 2 years, you say, you know what, I think I'm going to come here and I'm going to marry an American and I'm going to stay here forever. That would be a prime example of dual intent. And that's going to really create some havoc for you at the border. So one thing to keep in mind is, and just a caveat from that, there are actually a couple of visas that do allow for dual intent. The H-1B visa, so a specialty worker visa, or the L visa. They allow you to have, in essence, a dual intent, to come here with perhaps the intent to stay, perhaps not. So, going back to dual intent. So here are the things you need to look out for. When you're coming in on a non-immigrant visa, you need to maintain a non-immigrant intent. So it's always helpful to look at the papers that were filed on your behalf to come here. So let's just say you came here as in a band, in a P1 visa. Well, obviously that's a 1-year term typically, sometimes shorter, sometimes a little longer. If you're asked, hey, why are you coming into the country? I'm coming in to perform, and they say, well, how long are you going to be here for? You should say the length of the tour, so the length of the paperwork. Obviously, things change. The beauty of the dual intent rule is that the government does allow you to change intent. So let's just say you come into the country as a student or as a member of a band, and you fall in love with the American woman of your dreams. Things can change, and it is fine then for you to get married. It's more about the intent at the time you cross the border or at the time you went into the consulate to discuss your matter. So things can change, but just as whenever you're going into the consulate or whenever you're crossing the border, you need to have that non-immigrant intent. I'm coming to America for a while, then I'm going home. Best of luck. If you have any questions, as always, give us a call.